I'll call this public session to order. We have a quorum. This meeting is being webcast live and recorded. The recordings or webcasts may capture images and sounds of those attending the meeting. The closed session items are recommended expulsion, recommended suspended expulsion, public employee assignment, reassignment, appointment, public employee discipline, dismissal, release, complaints, conference with labor negotiators, conference with legal counsel, existing lit, conference with real property negotiators, anticipated lit, public employee performance evaluation for the superintendent, public comment, general public comment, any closed session item will be heard pursuant board policy. The board may limit individual comments to no more than 3 minutes and individual topics to 3 minutes. It is recommended you begin your comments by stating your name. I don't believe there's any public comment. So we will now adjourn to closed session. Welcome parents and students for this wonderful night. We are going to convene our early bird session. 3.2, introduce interpreter. Gus Mora will serve as the Spanish interpreter for this meeting. Meeting attendees who would like to listen to the Spanish interpretation of the meeting, please pick up the headphones from the table located in the back of this meeting room. This announcement will now be shared in Spanish.
Gus Mora servirá como intérprete del español para esta reunión. Invitamos a los asistentes de la reunión que desean escuchar la interpretación al español, el ir por audífonos a la mesa ubicada al fondo de esta sala de reuniones.
Thank you. 3.3, meeting announcement. This meeting is being webcast live and recorded. The recordings or webcasts may capture images and sound of those attending the meeting. 3.4, student achievement awards and recognition. Mr. Thompson, our Assistant Superintendent of Learning and Leadership.
Perfect. Thank you. Good evening, Board President Gamoyan, board members, and Superintendent Mr. Schrum. I am, as you said, Mark Thompson, Assistant Superintendent of Learning and Leadership. And tonight is my great pleasure. First of all, welcome everyone. It's great to have a full house tonight and to celebrate all the positive achievements your students are accomplishing. So well done to you and thank you for being here. So what we're recognizing tonight is outstanding high school students in the areas of reading growth, consumer family studies, industrial technology, social sciences, visual and performing arts, and orchestra, along with educational opportunities, overall academic achievement. Also, the board, we will also recognize the United Student Association of Visalia, Spring Student of the Season. USAV consists of Visalia Unified School District secondary students dedicated to improving the educational programs and representing students' view to the Board of Education. These students represent the best from our schools in the areas from which they have been selected, and we are very proud of them for their accomplishments and for how they represent their school in our district. Each of them is certainly worthy of this special recognition tonight, but before we begin, I would like to recognize and thank the parents and the family members for their outstanding students. So I want to give a big hand to you guys as you support them. And I also want to give a shout out to our teachers and support staff who also support your students each and every day in the classroom. Let's give them a hand as well. As we all share in this pride together, right? Family, school staff, and the student themselves for their achievements. We're happy to spend this time with you guys tonight to honor these students and hear about their accomplishments. Students will be receiving a medal tonight as part of the recognition, which we encourage you and invite you to wear it at your commencement ceremony. Also, parents, just so you know, if you have not already received this paper, it was when you walked in tonight, but this paper is important because in the top right-hand corner here, there's a QR code. We will be taking pictures tonight with your students and the board members. You can use that QR code to go ahead and access those pictures later on. So there's that. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to bring up our principal from VCIS, Ms. Carly Hawkins.
Good evening, board members, President Gamoyan, and Superintendent Schrum. My name is Carly Hawkins, and I serve as principal of Visalia Charter Independent Study. I am proud to present VCIS's Student Overall Achievement Award this evening to Benjamin Stokes. Ben is represented tonight by his parents, Andy and Dawn Stokes, and by his supervising teacher, Mrs. Loopy Wilkinson. Mrs. Wilkinson states, Ben has been my student for almost 2 years. Though he could have graduated much earlier due to his acceleration, he has chosen to stay at VCIS to participate in our visual and performing arts program in every pathway we offer, including acting technique, dance choreography, vocal performance, and stage design and technology. He is a valued member and true leader of the VCIS VAPA department, and his passion shows most recently in our Spring Performing Arts Showcase at LJ Williams this past Saturday. In addition, Ben has taken several COS classes as a concurrent student, earning him over 30 college credits while still in high school. Ben constantly strives to be the best version of himself. It is with great pleasure that I present this Overall Achievement Award to Benjamin Stokes. In addition, I'm honored to present our second Overall Achievement Award for VCIS to Nevaeh Hasso. Nevaeh is represented tonight by her parents and by her supervising teacher, Mrs. Shannon Boswell. Mrs. Boswell states, Nevaeh is at the top of her class academically, ranked third with a GPA of 3.93. Outside of the classroom, Nevaeh is a natural leader. She is the student representative for our school site council and is also a leader in her church community. She teaches Sunday school, volunteers in the daycare, and is involved in various activities and service projects through her church. Nevaeh is passionate about the medical field, and her dream is to become a neonatal nurse practitioner. In pursuit of that dream, she has chosen to become heavily involved in our CTE medical assistant program and will be honored at the VUSD MA-CNA pinning ceremony on May 19th. She is currently interning at Cahuilla Delta's Cardiology Center and has become certified in CPR, life support, first aid, and has earned her HIPAA certificate. Her drive and can-do mindset will serve her and others well. She is committed to everything she does and has a gift of making those around her better. It is with a great pleasure that I present this Overall Achievement Award to Nevaeh Hasso.
Good evening, board members, President Gamoyan, and Superintendent Schrum. My name is Scott Braun, and I serve as the principal of Visalia Technical Early College. I am proud to present VTech's Overall Achievement Award to Megan Van Essen. She is accompanied by her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Van Essen. Megan, her diligent efforts have earned her the distinct honor of being a lifetime CSF member. Mrs. Taylor, her advisor for yearbook, states that Megan Van Essen is one of the outstanding seniors at VTech. Megan was involved in yearbook class her senior year and was instrumental in designing the cover and contributing pictures for the yearbook. She's involved in FFA for the last 4 years at VTech. She's also involved in, fun fact, car racing. More specifically, mini outlaw cars. She began racing at the age of 7, but stepped away from her racing during her senior year for FFA. In the fall, she will be attending Estes Institute of Cosmetology. In closing, I would like to commend Megan and her remarkable achievements for her unwavering commitment to her academic, personal endeavors. Megan, we are honored to have you among us and wish you continued success in your future. Congratulations, Megan. I am proud to announce VTech's other overall achievement award to Olivia Coverston. She is accompanied by her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Coverston. Olivia has achieved the remarkable distinction of being among the top 5 in her senior class with a GPA of 3.91 while completing 6 courses at the College of Sequoias. Olivia has been an integral part of VTech's ag program, which she stopped to come to this awards, even though we have our VTech FFA awards banquet tonight, but she's excited to be here also, where she has demonstrated remarkable responsibility and diligence. Ms. Boyer, her instructor, has been impressed with her work ethic and stating Olivia comes early, stays late, helps her peers, and never seeks recognition, although she is a master barbecuer I saw today. She is truly an unsung hero at VTech, where she has played an instrumental role in managing the farm. Congratulations, Olivia. I am proud to present VTech's USAV Spring Achievement Award to Alina Martinez. Alina's dedication to academic excellence has earned her the prestigious honor of being a lifetime member of CSF. Since her sophomore year, Alina has played an integral role in developing the VTech yearbook. Alina has gone above and beyond, completing 6 college courses at the College of Sequoias, while maintaining an impressive 3.67 GPA. Her leadership teacher, Ms. Van Auken, speaks highly of her, stating that Alina has been an ASB member for the last 3 years, has grown tremendously, and now she leads as the VP for ASB. Her talent for communication and leadership has made her an invaluable member of that team. Alina's accomplishments are a true reflection of her exceptional character, her unwavering commitment, and her relentless pursuit of excellence. Esteemed parents of Alina, Mr. and Mrs. Martinez, your daughter's achievements are a testament to your unwavering support and guidance. Congratulations, Alina. I am proud to present VTech's second USAV Spring Achievement Award to Estrella Ayala Hernandez. Mr. and Mrs. Ayala Hernandez, your daughter's talent and hard work are a testament to your unwavering support and guidance. It fills me with great pride to stand before you and laud her achievements. Estrella's leadership teacher, Ms. Van Auken, speaks of Estrella with high regard, stating that she is among the best ASB students she has ever worked with. Although she's not the loudest, Estrella's dependability and her outgoing personality helps her tremendously. She always rises to the occasion, going above and beyond, helping out with events, dress-up days, and even brings a fresh perspective with her innovative ideas. Estrella has taken on challenging courses and completing 4 College of Sequoia classes. Estrella has proved herself to be a star, excelling in her GPA being a 3.44. She recently committed to Chico State and will be attending there in the fall. Congratulations, Estrella.
Good evening, Board President, Ms. Gamoyan, and Superintendent Shrum. My name is Adolfo Reyes, the proudest principal of Sequoia High School, where our motto is the promise of a fresh start. So tonight, I have the privilege of honoring some amazing students. Our first one, under the mentorship of our ASB Director, Mr. Ludwig, will be Donovan Peña. Parents are Bethany Chapman and Silvano Peña. So Donovan currently is a junior who has been dedicated to getting his credits caught up while enjoying the high school experience. Donovan was an enthusiastic wrestler until an injury sidelined him, but he focused on other things and he got into jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. Donovan is one of those students who was willing to help out even though he wasn't part of our leadership team, but then became part of ASB. He's been able to blend his studies and activities while remaining successful in both. Because of his contributions to academics and activities, we're especially proud of the fact that Donovan was part of the first group of students ever from Sequoia High School to attend the California Association of Student Leaders in Santa Clara this past April. We're extremely proud of Donovan, so Sequoia presents tonight Donovan Peña. Another one under the mentorship of ASB Director, Mr. Ludwig, was Lucia Villaseñor. She couldn't be with us, but the amazing thing about her, she was very instrumental in helping us bring a therapy dog, Toby, to our campus, and he's been very influential with our students, but mainly our staff. The other amazing student that we have tonight is Gabriela Duarte. So parents are Brenda and Juan Duarte. Gabriela arrived to Sequoia High School with one major goal: to prove to her parents that she can do it and graduate early. The biggest change that Gabriela made to become successful was asking for help when she needed it. She states that Sequoia helped me become successful by giving me a fresh start and believing in me. Sequoia is very proud of Gabriela for earning a perfect 4.0 this last quarter. She'll be graduating on May 31st and pursue a college education. She also wants to learn how to drive, okay? Gabriela wants other students at Sequoia High School to know this: dreams don't work unless you do. Tonight, we give you Gabriela Duarte. My other amazing student, Eric Estrada, please step forward. Parents, Patricia Aguirre. Eric Estrada's main challenge when he arrived at Sequoia was being very shy, just like me, and fitting in. Eric states, I was never the social person in life. Being at Sequoia brought me out of my comfort zone and made me realize how free life could be, and I'm proud of who I'm becoming in life. Sequoia has really taught me a lot about myself and how life works. That's the promise of the Fresh Start, folks. The other thing is he has worked very hard in Edgenuity and his classes to get ahead. In Q2, he completed 44 credits. That's day and night work and a lot of late nights. In Q3, he has all A's in his classes. He is an 11th grader who will be an early graduate and pursue a higher education. We're extremely proud of Eric, but mostly I love the words that he's going to leave us with. Focus on what is best for you. So folks, I give you Eric Estrada. Let's go do our picture, guys. Oh, yeah.
Good evening, Superintendent Shrum, Board President Gamoyan, board members, and community members. I'm Tammy Olson, the Visalia Adult School Principal, and tonight I am proud to first honor our Visalia Outstanding Student, Fanny Alvarez. Fanny received her high school diploma in December of 2022 and started our evening CNA class this January of 23 and will complete the program and sit for her license this month. As a matter of fact, she finished her last clinical on Saturday. She is enrolled in our medical terminology class for summer school and plans to apply for our next VN cohort. Fanny's teacher, Mary Silva, says, Fanny's determination, perseverance, kindness, strength, hunger for knowledge and learning serves as a role model and positive example for anyone she comes into contact with. Fanny has faced challenges raising her 5 children, learning a second language, and pursuing her educational dreams, but it is all for the betterment of her life as well as her family's. Fanny is a prime example of outstanding character and dedication, and I am very proud to present to you Fanny Alvarez, Visalia Adult School's outstanding student. And staying with our medical theme tonight, I present to you Kelia Sellers, who is supported by her family tonight. She is a first semester vocational nursing student. She is a wife and mother of 2 children. An event in her husband's early life has inspired Kelia to become a nurse so she can help others realize that they can live their best life even with a medical condition. Kelia is innovative and keeps her nursing instructors on their toes with her hunger for knowledge. Each day she comes to school with a smile on her face and willingness to learn. Because she is open to learning from other students and they from her, Kelia has become a valuable member of the nursing student team. When faced with the role of leadership, she tackled issues and challenges with a positive can-do attitude. She has self-confidence and consistently shows respect for both her classmates and instructors. With her friendly, positive attitude, she is an inspiration, and we know she will go far in her nursing career. Congratulations, Kelia Sellers, another Visalia outstanding student.
Good evening, Superintendent Schramm, Board President Gamoyan, board members, parents, students, fellow educators, and community members. I am Bob Aguilar, principal at Mount Whitney High School. It is an honor to stand before you and introduce Mount Whitney's award winners for reading growth, consumer family studies, industrial technology, social science, visual and performing arts, and our USAV spring students of the season. On behalf of Mount Whitney, I do want to congratulate all the student award winners for their outstanding work at their respective high schools. Let's begin with our Reading Growth Award. We have Giselle Isabel Velasquez Paz, a 9th grader. Her parents are Pedro and Christina Velasquez. She's been nominated by our assistant principal, Julie Hill, in our curriculum department. Giselle is a respectful, kind, and hardworking student. She stays focused on her work and has completed some challenging assignments with determination that is above and beyond her peers. Giselle is a model student when it comes to work ethic, integrity, respect, and determination. It is this type of work ethic that has helped her improve her reading and comprehension skills. Giselle deserves to be recognized, and as she continues to work hard, she will achieve her dreams. Once high school is complete, Giselle plans to attend college that will eventually lead to a medical school and becoming a physician. Mount Whitney is proud to recognize Giselle Velasquez for the Reading Growth Award. Congratulations. Next up, we have William Cannon Madrid, 11th grader. His parents are Wilmer and Nicor Cannon Madrid. I scared him a bit. I said he had to have a 5-minute speech, but I told him that's okay. He didn't have to do it. William is nominated by our Culinary Arts Department and our teacher, Lisa Bocci. William has excelled academically. He comes to class every day with a positive attitude. He is present and participates in all class activities. William always goes above and beyond and demonstrates excellent leadership skills. His determination is impressive. His willingly listens and responds well to feedback, which helps him excel in his work. Teachers and students love working with William, and it's been a joy and pleasure to have him in class. William is still working on his future plans, and we get to keep him one more year to help him pursue his interests after high school. It is a pleasure to recognize William Cannon Madrid as Mount Whitney High School's outstanding student in Consumer Family Studies. Congratulations, Williams. Mount Whitney is very proud of you. Next up, we have Industrial Technology with Eli Rodriguez, 12th grader. His parents are Medisusi and Gonzalo Rodriguez, and he's been nominated by teachers Tuli Cardoza and Carlos Reese. Eli has been a staple in the ag department, and at the end of this school year, he will be a dual program completer, spending 4 years in the ag mechanics and ag engine power and technology programs. He has helped fabricate a welding trailer and completed a contract build for personal protective equipment, earning him a profit of $850. What are you doing with that money, Eli? In the ag engine power shop, repairing brakes, lawnmowers, and use of scanners, Mrs. Cardoza states that he has become one of the individuals that she knows will get any task done when asked upon. Mr. Reese and Mrs. Cardoza believe Eli will become successful at whatever he wishes to become because of his hunger to learn and his work ethic. Eli is also a student athlete running both cross country and track for the past 4 years. In the fall, Eli plans to attend COS in the Industrial Maintenance Program. Mount Whitney offers its sincere congratulations to Eli Rodriguez. Great job. Next, we have social science. Yesanit Amador Rodriguez, a 12th grader. Her parents are Hector Amador and Sandra Rodriguez, and she has been nominated by our social science department and teacher Todd Souza. Yesanit has been very involved in her school and community. She has been an AVID for 4 years, has served as a peer tutor, has taken part in campus and community events, and has been a member of the Key Club, where she has helped the local elementary school put on events for the students. Yesanit also finds time to be a part of our Pioneer Partners, where she helped the Tulare County Special Needs class fundraise and help students cook and do crafts. Outside of school, Yesanit has volunteered at a local church serving pie and taking part in children's church activities. Yesanit has also started her own business where she makes jewelry. Academically, she has been awarded the Pioneer Pride Award and has been on honor roll every year. While taking advanced placement courses and dual enrollment English classes, Yesanit has an overall GPA of 3.7 and is in the top 10% of her class. Next fall, Yesanit will attend Fresno Pacific University majoring in liberal arts. And please join me as Mount Whitney congratulates Yesanit Amador Rodriguez for a job well done. We now have our visual performing arts. And next to me, I have Sarah Bearden-Bly, a 12th grader. Her parents are Brett and Eric Bearden-Bly. She's been nominated by choir and our teacher, Tim Howard. Sarah's been a pivotal member of both the choral program and the color guard. She's on the choir council, helping to organize functions and lead the day-to-day rehearsals of the choir. Sarah's in all 4 advanced choral ensembles at Mount Whitney High School. She's also the captain of the color guard, many times leading their practices and acting as a mentor for younger students. Sarah's a favorite among her peers and embodies the ethics and morals that Mount Whitney looks to have in all of their students. The choir and band programs are better because of the amazing work that Sarah does every day. After high school, Sarah plans to go to COS and then further her education in the study of wildlife conservation. Mount Whitney congratulates Sarah Bearden-Bly for a job well done. Congratulations. Next, in visual performing arts, we have Tammy Findley, a 12th grader. Tammy's father is Mitch Findley, and she's been nominated by our drama department and teacher, Amber Payne. Tammy has been an incredible asset to both the drama and choir programs. She's the current president of the drama club, leading her peers in the monumental task of putting on these large shows. She's been in both drama productions and the school musical. Tammy is always willing to go to the extra mile to support the cast or group that she is with. She's also in choir, not only singing, but leading those shows as one of the masters of ceremonies. Tammy plays a major role in both of these programs while also being a member of the Medical Academy here at Mount Whitney. These programs are successful because of the fine work that students like Tammy bring every day. After graduating, Tammy plans to attend COS and then transfer to a four-year university and study drama in order to become a drama teacher. So please join me as Mount Whitney congratulates Tammy Finley for a job well done. Next, we have a student that's not able to attend tonight. Over here, Tammy. He's playing baseball right now against our rival Redwood. So I want to say, though, Lucas Reneso is our USAV Spring Student of the Season in 11th grade. His parents are Ulysses and Carmen Reneso, nominated by our ASB. And Lucas brings hard work every day, and we want to make sure we recognize Lucas. So congratulations to Lucas. Our other USAV Spring Student of the Season is Nevaeh Diaz, a 12th grader. Her parents are Miguel Diaz and Monica Angulo, and she's been nominated by ASB. Nevaeh is a senior who is dedicated to our AVID program for 4 years. Academically, she has excelled at Mount Whitney, evidenced by her becoming a California Scholarship Federation lifetime member. As a student athlete, Nevaeh has played soccer for 4 years, 3 of those years on the varsity team. She also runs varsity track for the last 3 years. After graduation, Nevaeh is excited about attending COS to play soccer and major in early child education. We got another educator on our hands. So we are very proud to honor Nevaeh Diaz with the USAV Spring Student of the Season. Congratulations, Nevaeh.
Good evening, President Gamoyan, Superintendent Shrum, board members, and guests. My name is Dr. Amanda Richard, and I'm the principal of Redwood High School, and I'm humbled to serve as students, staff, and families of Redwood High School. It's my privilege to recognize these very deserving students this evening. Earning a Student Achievement Award for Visual Arts, I would like to honor Emma Souza. And Emma, unfortunately, is unable to be here this evening. Thank you. For the drama department, I have the honor of recognizing Brooklyn Birch. Brooklyn is here this evening with her parents, Jared and Susan Birch. Brooklyn has been in 4 years of drama, participated in 3 years of musicals, 4 years of plays, and 4 years of one-acts, as well as Redwood improv shows and all school improv shows. She has been the drama club president for 2 years and organized meetings every Tuesday for the last 2 years. She has created a space that is welcoming for all students to be involved in and feel included. Brooklyn portrays characters with her soul and makes an audience feel exactly what they should. Above all that, she is kind, respectful, hardworking, dedicated, and supportive to everyone. Congratulations. I also would like to honor for our orchestra department, Rose Candelaria. Rose also cannot be here this evening because they are having a concert this evening. Up next, earning a Student Achievement Award for Consumer Family Studies, I would like to honor Chloe Lawson. Chloe is here this evening with her parents, David and Gloria Lawson. Chloe is a senior who will be a double pathway completer in food service and hospitality, as well as business. As a member of FCCLA, Chloe entered the culinary display competition in February, where she had to prepare colorful patisserie items. Chloe placed first at the region competition and went on to compete at the state competition in Riverside in April. Chloe displays so many qualities that make us proud. She is creative, adventurous, and very responsible. After graduation, she plans on going to COS, then transferring to Fresno State, where she will major in business. She shines a bright light onto Redwood High School. Earning a Student Achievement Award for Industrial Education, I would like to honor Alex Verduzco. Alex is here this evening with his parents, Leon Alexander and Alma Sanchez. Alex Verduzco was selected because he's an outstanding student in the industrial education program. He has been in the automotive technology program, the metal manufacturing program, and the ACE Academy. Alex is the type of student who can excel in our CTE classes because of his approach to new challenges. He will ask questions when needed, but more importantly, and more valuable in an actual work environment, he will try to figure things out on his own. He has a good imagination and he will defend his ideas when challenged about them. Congratulations, Alex. Earning a Student Achievement Award for Reading Growth, I would like to honor Giselle Murillo. Giselle is here this evening with her parents, Lydia Ramirez and Murillo. Redwood High School is proud to recognize Giselle Murillo for her outstanding work in class and her reading improvement that she has demonstrated throughout her 4 years. According to the iReady diagnostic, she has increased 4 grade levels just this school year alone. Not only has she displayed growth in her academics, but she is also an overall participation in class. Redwood is lucky to have such a kind, respectful, and hardworking student. Congratulations, Giselle. Earning a Student Achievement Award for Social Science, I would like to honor Bethany Garcia. Unfortunately, Bethany could not be with us this evening. Earning a Student Achievement Award for USAV, I would like to honor Taylor Langford. Taylor is here this evening with her parents, Sean and Kathy Langford. Taylor is an important member of the Redwood ASB program. She's been a leader on campus since her freshman year. She was a freshman class president and is now a sports commissioner. She's extremely mature and makes sure all of her duties and responsibilities are finished on time and to the best of her abilities. She is a wonderful ASB representative and loves to find ways to help. We are a better school because of Taylor and that she is on our campus. Congratulations, Taylor. And last but not least, earning a Student Achievement Award for USAV, I would like to honor Isaac Nelson. Isaac is here this evening with his parents, Scott and Rochelle Nelson. Isaac is involved in ASB, choir, CSF, and is the president of the Students Against Trafficking Club and our newly elected ASB student body president for the next school year. He is heavily involved at Redwood and within his church. He is honest and reliable. He loves to lead, whether that be in ASB, his club, or at church. He relates well to his peers and adults. He has a don't quit attitude and always strives for success. He is confident and friendly. Students gravitate to him because of his ability to have fun and include others. He is a great representative of USD and Redwood. Congratulations, Isaac.
Good evening, Board President Guerrero. Excuse me, Gamoyan. Board President Gamoyan. Board member, Superintendent Shrum, students, parents, and families. My name is Kim Nelson, and I am the very proud principal of El Diamante High School. It brings me great pleasure this evening to recognize these outstanding El Diamante students. The first student that I would like to honor this evening is Jaden McCord Guerrero. Jaden is the son of Rosa Guerrero and Tobias McCord. Jaden is the recipient of the Automotive Award. Mr. Perez, the EDHS automotive teacher, says Jaden is an exceptional student. He has taken it upon himself to help clean up the auto shop in every way possible for his and other students' future in the auto program. Mr. Perez sees Jaden as a leader because he gives guidance and direction to his fellow classmates. Jaden has a vast amount of knowledge about the automotive industry, and he has grown tremendously in his automotive course. Jaden's zest for knowledge will pave the way for his bright future. It brings me great pride to present the Automotive Award to Jaden McCord Guerrero. The recipient of the Reading Improvement Award at EDHS is Ziamara Uoa Gonzalez. Ziamara is the daughter of Emma Gonzalez and Jose Uoa. Ziamara is a wonderful example of what resiliency looks like. In elementary school, she struggled with reading and writing, but she worked hard to overcome challenges. She refused to let her auditory processing deficits hold her back from achieving at high levels. In high school, Ziamara has worked her way into AP classes. She is now ending her high school career with an AP class and a dual enrollment class at COS. Her weighted GPA is a 3.95, and she is currently ranked 75 out of 447 students. To say that our English department at EDHS is proud of her would be an understatement. She will truly be missed next year, and as she takes the next step in her education. I am honored to present the Reading Award to Ziamara. The El Diamante Social Science Department would like to recognize Severa Rashid as the most outstanding student in social science. Severa is the daughter of Nafisa Afzal. Severa has taken 5 social science offerings here at EDHS: AP European History, AP US History, AP Gov, AP Psych, and Ethnic Studies. And she's also serves as a social science academic tutor. Mr. Morrison had this to say about Severa. She was outstanding even in his AP Euro class through Zoom as a sophomore, and she passed the AP exam with a 5. Severa has a college weighted GPA of a 4.39 and is involved in numerous clubs on campus, including CSF and the book club, to name just a few. Mr. Perez had this to say about Severa. She's an amazing student who is always eager to learn. She has advanced the way we want our students to be here at EDHS. Severa's plans to attend college at the Sequoias in the fall before pursuing a degree in psychology. It is with great deal of pride that I present the Social Science Award to Severa Rashid. Peyton Fernandez is the recipient of our Performing Arts Award here at EDHS. She is the daughter of Richard and Monica Fernandez. Peyton actively participated in our VAPA programs throughout her 4 years at El Diamante. She participated in both dance and choir during all 4 years of high school and has been a member of the motion dance team for the last 3, as well as the member of the chamber singers for the past 2. Additionally, Peyton has participated in 3 school musicals. Peyton exemplifies the qualities that we want at El Diamante. We want our students to show perseverance, integrity, courage, and kindness, which she shows. It is with great pleasure that I present the VAPA Award to Peyton Fernandez. Our next VAPA Award goes to Celine Modestal, but she's unable to be here this evening, but I will definitely relay the kind words that her teacher said about her. The Spring USAV Student of the Season Award goes to Olivia Bino. Olivia is here tonight with her parents, Kevin and Lisa Bino. Olivia is an outstanding student. She's a student athlete and a leader here at El Diamante High School. She has earned this honor for the effort she gives every day to make the events at El Diamante special and memorable for all our students. She is quick to volunteer, kind to her classmates, and does not leave work unfinished. Olivia is the vice president of the class of 2023 and she has served in EDHS student government for 3 years. She is a talented scholar athlete, earning a 4.25 GPA. Her memberships include ASB, CSF, Minor Nation, Mending Mindsets, and the Minor Swim Team. After graduation, she plans on attending a university in San Diego where she will pursue a business degree. I'm very proud and honored to present this award to Olivia. The other USAV student of the season is Tawanda Sharamuka. Tawanda? Okay. Well, Tawanda is an amazing, exceptional young man, and I will definitely make sure that he gets the sentiments from our ASB advisor, Mrs. McBride. So ladies and gentlemen, El Diamante, outstanding students. There's nothing finer than a minor.
If El Diamante could come back really quick, we'll take a picture now that we have Tawanda here.
Good evening, Board President Gamoyan, Superintendent Shrum, members of the board, members of the audience. My name is Michael Lambert, and I'm the proud principal of Golden West High School, and we saved truly the best for last tonight. So I'm going to introduce you to some amazing trailblazers and read some information that the teachers that they have currently in classes shared about them. Our first award winner tonight is Grace Aiken for VAPA Choir and Drama. Grace is a senior at Golden West High School and is a major part of the Trailblazer community. She's an active member of campus while holding herself to the highest academic standards, having excelled in AP Senior Literature, AP Senior Government, AP Language and Composition, as well as Honors English her freshman and sophomore year. Grace is a well-rounded leader and an officer in all she does. Whether it's choir, drama, swim, water polo, key club, CSF, or NHS, that's a lot. Grace represents the student success to higher levels that students strive to achieve. As the Golden West Performing Arts nominee, Grace is considered a triple threat performer. That means she is an actor, a dancer, and a singer. Most recently, Grace performed in the lead role of Annabeth in Golden West musical theater production of Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. She's a country girl, And the baby of the Aiken family, Grace is the youngest child of John and Lori Aiken. We are proud that Grace and all of her older siblings have been an active part of the Golden West academic and performing arts family. Congratulations, Grace. Our next VAPA award winner is for visual arts, and this is Milo Torres Alvarez. Visual art is materialized thought, reasoning, relating, judging, conceptualizing, etc. It is called upon with every making experience. The visual arts is a language of its own, and Milo Torres Alvarez uses it to express academic excellence. Milo's work demonstrates craftsmanship at a high level of technical skill. Milo's work content shows creativity, and the quality of ideas behind the pieces show depth and understanding. The craftsmanship and content of the pieces work together to make a strong emotional impact on the viewer. Milo enters the room as a willing teacher's aide in the morning and an exemplary student in the afternoon. Milo meets each research and making challenge with literal giddiness, which is contagious. Both Milo's peers and I eagerly await the creative language Milo will use to further express outstanding growth and talent. Currently, Milo is taking on the challenge of using unconventional materials to conceptualize a work that calls for viewers to consider their environmental footprint. You will be able to see what Milo creates at the district office. I believe it's generally right in that hallway there in the fall of 2023 at the high school student art display. Congratulations, Milo. Our next student award winner is Jasmine Macias Sanchez. And she's the recipient of the Reading Growth Award. Jasmine has shown tremendous growth this year. She has become an avid reader and writer. Her skills in both areas have shown impressive improvement. She comes to class eager to learn and to expand her skills. Her writing has become more in-depth and more critical. Her reading levels and her interest in reading have been a joy to witness. I am truly proud of what Jasmine has accomplished this year. Jasmine is the epitome of what it means to be a Golden West Trailblazers. Congratulations, Jasmine. Our next award winner is for social science. Meet Riley England. Riley is a kind, selfless, hardworking, mature, confident, and brilliant young student. In my AP Government Political Science 2 class, Riley was one of the top students, consistently engaged and intellectually inquisitive. Riley is highly active in school activities. She has served as French Club president and is currently the president of the choir and vice president of the Key Club. Miss England also is involved in drama and participated in mock trial. She is a part of the National Honor Society, is a CSF Life member, and is one of our 4 valedictorians. Miss England is one of the sweetest and kindest people I know. Whenever someone's in trouble, especially emotionally, Riley is the first to assist, lending an understanding ear and a helpful heart. It's an honor to know Riley England. Congratulations, Riley. Our next award winner is one of our USAV Spring Season Award winners, and this is Marley Montgomery. From the moment you meet Marley Montgomery, you can recognize immediately that she is someone special. From her beaming smile and kind demeanor to her quick talking conversation, Marley is a magnanimous and positive representative of what it means to be a trailblazer. This year alone, she helped lead the girls golf team to 2nd place in the Valley title, all while taking on a rigorous caseload of dual enrollment and AP courses. In one evening, Marley helped raise hundreds of dollars for the Golden West Clothes Closet. Marley is a fierce advocate for building a better Golden West. Marley never lets her voice be quieted and always stands up for what's right. Congratulations, Marley. Our next USAV Spring Student of the Season Award winner is Jose Reyes Solorio. Jose is an example of a student who's always doing what is right. As a 4-year member of the student leadership team, Jose has been instrumental in developing programs to increase student voice on campus. and involvement. Jose oversaw the restarting of our Mecha Club on campus and was one of the group members responsible for the Golden West winning the annual Step Up Challenge this year. At football games, rallies, or any activity, you could always rely on Jose to make the event brighter, more energetic, and better for his peers and community. Furthermore, Jose is one of the kindest students on campus. Also, Jose is involved in a civic engagement project where we're painting a mural on one of our walls at Golden West. So it's been amazing to work with him as a principal as well. Congratulations, Jose. Yeah. I have one more student who unfortunately was unable to make it. I just want to make sure that that student's recognized. And that student is Luke Johnson, and he won the award for industrial technology. So I just want to recognize him.
Thank you, students and parents. We're going to take a little break to reset the room, and we'll reconvene at 7 o'clock. Thank you. 4.2, introduce interpreter. Gus Mora will serve as our Spanish interpreter for the meeting. Meeting attendees who would like to listen to the Spanish interpretation of the meeting, please pick up the headphones from the table located in the back of the meeting room. This announcement will now be shared in Spanish by Mr. Mora.
Gus Mora servirá como intérprete al español para esta reunión. Invitamos a los asistentes de la reunión que deseen escuchar la interpretación al español, el ir por audífonos a la mesa ubicada al fondo de esta sala de reuniones.
Thank you. 4.3, meeting announcement. This meeting is being webcast live and recorded. The recordings or webcasts may capture images and sound of those attending the meeting. Members of the public wanting to provide public comment on items listed on tonight's agenda, we recommend you fill out the public comment form, green form located on the table in the back of the room. Please hand your completed form to Delia Smart, board manager, before the item comes up on the agenda. Are you in the back? Okay. We recommend you complete a separate form for each agenda item you'd like to comment on. Ms. Smart is sitting in the counter located to the west side of the room. Members of the public providing public comment, please use the microphone on the stand located in the front of the room. Our Pledge of Allegiance, 4.1, will be led by Dr. Todd Odo.
Ready, salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
4.5, I'm going to report action taken in closed session. In closed session, on a motion by Board Member Villegas, a second by Board Member Odo, the board agreed unanimously to appoint Dr. Jesus Gonzalez to the principal of Ridgeview Middle School. Dr. Jesus Gonzalez has served as the principal of Ivanhoe Elementary for the past 2 years. and has served our school district for a total of 13 years. Dr. Gonzalez began his educational career as a bilingual teacher in Fresno Unified School District, where he taught for 6 years before teaching at Lindsay High School for 1 year. Since then, Dr. Gonzalez taught history and AVID for 4 years and served as assistant principal for 6 years at Redwood High School, as well as serving as an assistant principal at Visalia Middle School for a year. He also served the Tulare County Office of Ed as an area administrator for 1 year and the Migrant Resource Coordinator for 3 years. Dr. Gonzalez earned a Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies and a Master of Arts in Education Administration and Supervision and a Doctorate of Education from California State University, Fresno. He holds a multiple subjects teaching credential and an administrative service credential. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations to Dr. Jesus Gonzalez. The board took the following action in closed session on a motion by Board Member Villegas and a second by Board Member Naylor. The board voted 7-0 to approve a settlement agreement between the district and parties representing OAH case 2023-302-0796 and 2022-120670. During closed session, the board completed the superintendent's evaluation with an overall rating of exceeds expectations. Consistent with the superintendent's contract, this rating meets the standard for a satisfactory employment evaluation. Over the last year, the superintendent has laid the foundation for the district structures and procedures for a system of accountability. In the next year, the board expects the superintendent to continue to develop and implement those systems district-wide through coaching and feedback cycles necessary for staff growth, development, and retention that will support results in improved student learning outcomes and position all students for success. At the next board meeting, the board will bring forward a new contract for the superintendent. Congratulations. Um, 4.6 revisions, closure revisions are items 8.1, 10.7, 10.8, 10.10. Do I have a motion to accept those revisions?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, on a motion by Board Member Naylor, second by Board Member Belt, all in favor?
Student Board Representative votes yes, and motion passes unanimously.
4.7, student performance, La Jolla Middle School Advanced Orchestra, Superintendent Mark Thompson.
Well, good evening, Board President Gomoyan, Superintendent Schrum, board members. Good evening, audience. We're in for a treat tonight. I would like to welcome La Jolla Middle School Advanced Orchestra under the direction of Tori Stratford. Tonight, they will delight us with selections from the Disney movie Brave. So let's give them a big round of applause for being here tonight and celebrating with us. Thank you, La Jolla Advanced Orchestra. We appreciate the time and also your patience before that, the setup. So thank you so much. We'll take just a moment so we can reset up again. Families, if you do want to join your students, feel free to do so as you can step out. So thank you.
VUSD Employees of the Year, Superintendent Schrum.
Thank you, President Gamoyan, board members, guests that are here this evening. It's a pleasure to be here tonight to introduce some outstanding employees of the district. Each year, Visalia Unified School District invites staff to submit nominations for the VUSD Employee of the Year Awards. For those nominated, one staff member is identified per category: School Employee of the Year, Administrator of the Year, Outstanding Teacher of the Year from each level, elementary, middle, and high school. The VUSD Employees of the Year Award has been a long-standing tradition, and tonight I'm proud to introduce to you our 2023 VUSD Employees of the Year. And so just for those here, if you haven't noticed, we have a nice banner in the back recognizing the individuals, so you can see you're forever immortalized in a banner. And I know you would be the first to say, you know, we have many great teachers in our district, which we do, but tonight we're here to honor and recognize the best of the best. And so congratulations to each of you for being here. So we're gonna introduce you, say a few words. You'll have a moment to say a word or two if you would like. Then we'll do an individual photo with the board. And then following that, we'll have a short recess that will be set up outside of this room as well, just to celebrate. I think there's some punch and some goodies. The kiddos will like that too. So here we go. We're going to begin with our School Employee of the Year. This individual is student focused and works collaboratively with teachers and paraprofessionals alike to provide structure and support for her students. She has worked with at Promise Youth for the last 6 years from Charter, Elbow Creek, and now Creekside. I am pleased and honored to introduce Ms. Nadia Garcia as VUSD's Classified School Employee of the Year. Nadia, please come up to accept your award. Feel free to say a word or two, and then we'll do a photo. I'll hold that for just a second.
Congratulations to all the nominees. I just would, this is a very proud moment for me. Like I said, Creekside is such a wonderful, unique school. I love working there. And I just want to say thank you to our principal, Mr. Perez, and to Mr. Burgess, and to our senior admin secretary, Ms. Sandra, who they go above and beyond for all of us and students and staff members. And like I said, I love working there and I love making a difference in our youth's lives. So thank you so much.
Next, we have our Elementary School Teacher of the Year. This individual is always trying to find ways to connect our school with the community and make long-lasting relationships with her students' families. She spends long hours finding ways to be innovative in her classroom and engage her students. Our Elementary School Teacher of the Year is Miss Melissa DeLeon. Melissa, please come on up.
This is both a profound and humbling moment. I stand here before each of you tonight because I am the product of those that have believed and invested in me. A huge shout out to my support squad, my GLC community, and those amazing individuals that have lifted and elevated me. For that reason, I would like to take a moment to thank a few special individuals: my husband and 4 daughters, my family, my friends that have become family, my colleagues, mentors, and all those that pass on their words of wisdom, knowledge, and guidance. I am the teacher I am today because you chose to believe in me. To my students and their families, los veo y creo en ustedes como ustedes han creído en mí. I see you and I believe in you the way that you have believed in me. And this moment would not be possible without your support. Y este momento no sería posible sin su apoyo. Y por eso, gracias. For that, I thank you. I began the summer sitting on the back porch with dear friends, proclaiming that this year I would be a spark. I did not set out to set the light for others or even lead, but to merely listen and encourage my friends and colleagues to find their strength and passion. I wanted to help spark others in a direction that would serve to elevate and inspire even more educators. My hope is that I walk away tonight knowing that I have sparked at least one individual, because together we have the ability to impact others, including our own lives. To all my first-year teachers and veteran teachers that are watching from home, I see you, I know your struggles, I know your heartaches, and I know your successes. I applaud each of you, and I am honored to stand here and call myself a teacher. May we all continue to stand in our why and spark one another.
Now no one else is going to want to speak, but it'll be okay. Our middle school teacher of the year is someone who constantly uses the phrase, whatever is best for kids, I am in. He builds relationships with his students and leads with respect and empathy. I am pleased to announce our middle school teacher of the year. We all know very well, Rodrigo Sesteradio as the middle school teacher of the year. Rodrigo.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all the recipients for this year. I don't have a speech written out, but I'm just gonna speak from the heart. 7 years ago, I left my sales job to embark on this new journey as a teacher, substitute teaching. And I knew 2 to 3 days into it that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I feel like the universe has put so many wonderful people in my path that have mentored me, that have befriended me, and given me all the advice that I need to become the teacher that I am today. I want to thank my wife and my family for being so patient these past few years while I was getting my credential in my master's degree. It's been a journey for sure, and they've been so patient and so supportive. My family, my parents, my brothers, my in-laws, just my whole family has been so supportive. As I look around this room, I see so many of my friends and colleagues that are here, and I'm so appreciative of you. You guys make coming to work even more fun than it already is. Some people don't really ever get the opportunity to say they're doing their dream job. And I can sit here today and tell you that I'm living the dream, like I'm living my dream job. So thank you for everyone that has, again, given me advice and have been supportive in some way or another. Thank you.
Our next teacher of the year has been in the district since 1983. She is someone whose impact stretches far beyond her own classroom and students, influencing instructional practices across the broader regional consortium. She is also retiring this year. Well, we do have a way of bringing people back, so just there you go. But understand. So we're proud to present Miss Diane Townsend with the High School Teacher of the Year Award. Come on up. Oh, she could not, I didn't think I saw her. She could not be here with us tonight, but she did send us a few words. I think we have a video, right? Okay.
Good evening. My name is Diane Townsend, and I want to thank the Visalia Unified School District Board of Trustees and the Visalia Unified School District for this wonderful award. I've been doing this for 40 years, all 40 years at Visalia Adult School, and it is the most phenomenal job in the world. I'm retiring this year, and I'm really going to miss making the difference in our students' lives and the difference that they make in my life. I especially want to thank Barbara Marshall with our Sequoia Adult Ed Consortium for nominating me. I want to thank my principal, Tammy Olson, for supporting me all these years. And I want to thank my son, who has been there every step along the way. And I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. I hope she's having fun tonight. All right, next up, our Administrator of the Year. It's often said that when IT work is done right, you often don't know anything has been done at all, right? Unsung heroes. So I'm honored to present Mr. Adam Brown with the Administrator of the Year Award. Adam, come on up.
Everybody that knows me knows that I really love what I do here. I always have. And the reason I love it here is because I get to work with so many people that care so much about our students and our staff and everybody else. It's amazing. I have the special privilege of working with 35 amazing people that make up our tech services team. Great people, love them. And this is really, one for the team. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Congratulations to all of these individuals. Thank you for representing VUSD. And I believe, is there an additional video? Or okay, we've got an additional video, and then we'll turn it back over to the board president after that. But I know these teachers represent thousands of others within our district who all come to work with a passion and a drive. They will tell you, and you heard, teaching is not easy, right? We know that. But the difference you can make is unlike in this profession, unlike a difference you can make in any other profession. And you think about, elementary, middle, or high, whether you're teaching 20 kids a year, 30, 40, 50, 60, right? You multiply that by the span of a career, and then you think about the impact those individuals have in the world. No other profession can say that, but teaching. So thank you for being here tonight, and thank you for what you do every day for the students in this community, whether you're in front of a classroom or supporting the work that makes it happen. We appreciate what you do. So Chuck, I think we have a little piece, and then we'll turn it back over to President Gamoyan.
What makes Nadia the best at her job is her ability to connect with students. On a daily basis, she works really hard to make that connection, seeking the best of each student. Not only that, she's collaborative with her colleagues, bringing out the best in them as well.
What are some of the things that make Melissa Duarte the best at what she does? Probably the first and foremost thing that comes to mind is her passion and commitment. It is phenomenal, and she's committed to the field of education as a transformative process, and she's committed and passionate about people.
What makes Mr. Cerecelo the best at his job is the passion with which he teaches his content. He always puts students first. That never changes in how he approaches his day-to-day. And ultimately, Mr. Cerecelo is somebody who is a team player and will do whatever is necessary to make sure that we do the best that we can for students at Valley Oak.
What makes Diane stand out in her job is her ability to model and promote fairness, equity, and respect for diversity. She's been a high school diploma teacher for Visalia Adult for 40 years, where she serves a diverse student population with creativity and caring.
I'd say Adam is the best at his job for several reasons. One is because he's just really good at what he does. And secondly, he's also a great teacher. He's very patient. He is always eager to show people how things work. He's always patient with people when they have questions. I know I can go to him at any time if I have a question, or if I want to learn something, or if I don't understand something. He's happy to go over it with me and help me learn and grow.
I want to congratulate you for the excellent and great team member that you are.
Melissa, thank you for all that you do. We appreciate you, and congratulations.
Mr. Cerecelo, thank you for what you do. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Diane, for everything you do.
Thank you, Adam. We appreciate you.
And I just want to echo kind of what these principals have said. You inspire us. Thank you so much, because we're here for kids, and I can see all of you have a passion for children. Thank you. And we're going to take a little 15-minute break for a reception. All right, let's reconvene our regular session. 8.1, spotlight on good things happening in the district. Superintendent Schrum.
All right, thank you, President Gamoyan, board members, and our public. Obviously, we've already had part of our spotlight with recognizing our teachers, employees of the year, our student performance, and all those other great things. And so pleased to bring you our spotlight. Oops, sorry, I was turning, it wasn't ready yet. As a reminder, of course, guided by our core beliefs and commitments and our priorities, we're excited tonight, as we do every meeting, to spotlight the great things happening within our district. And so going to start at Ivanhoe, where they held a mini loft event. The Academy of Health Sciences kids were fantastic leaders, came and helped engage the kids to see potential future pathways. And Ivanhoe was also, this project was one of 10 schools to receive a foundational science grant last year. And the folks at the state are excited about that progress. So I think these things are so powerful for our students when they get to see, especially the older students, and just get to see what might be out there and available for them. Mount Whitney High School had a veteran speaker event. 5 veterans came and spoke to the junior U.S. history classes. They spoke about their experiences while serving in Vietnam, the draft, other important topics, and how they never received a proper welcome back after the war. Veterans included the USD campus supervisor and coach Caroline Pops, and Mr. John Perez, the father of district athletic director John Perez. So a great experience for our students to hear history in person. Spotlight again on our students at our recent state PTA conference. Their artwork was recognized from the Reflections program. So I want to congratulate Elijah Sanchez, high school student, and Emma Hum, elementary school student, who received recognition at the state PTA convention for their submissions to the Reflections visual arts programs. I hope we see all of our schools participate in this great event next year. The theme for the program this year was Show Your Voice. So what a great theme, and congratulations to those students. You know, it's becoming a theme, right? Every spotlight, we have a teacher that's been recognized, or a student, you know, by the media for their character. And this week was no exception. Congratulations to Freddie Galeando, 8th grader, who was highlighted for his character on KSE 24's Character Matters. His teacher says, Freddie is the picture you would see in the dictionary next to the word respect. Thank you, Freddie, for being so respectful. And I believe he goes to Global Learning, if I'm not mistaken. And so congratulations to him. Can't wait to see more. And spotlight on student success. At the end of April, several elementaries competed in the TCOE Science Olympiad competition. Nearly 250 students from 15 Tulare County schools competed in 19 events. You can see the winners on the screen. We had some winners from Visalia. Students launched rockets, floated paddle boats, and much more as they completed tasks and tests related on school subjects. So congratulations to these young scientists. And I think we took second place. We got Oak Grove, third, Hurley, fourth, Annie R. Mitchell, and fifth, Elbow Creek. So simply outstanding. Again, hope to see more and more of our schools participate in these such events. Spotlight TCSBA winners. Congratulations to these seniors who received a scholarship from the Tulare County School Board's Awards. What an incredible accomplishment. And I know that we're just beginning the scholarship season well underway, and our high schools have scholarship nights coming up. And so just congratulations to all of our students receiving scholarships from our various community, state, local organizations, and then also colleges as well. Student success language ceremonies. Several of us on the board had the opportunity to go to a couple of events that were held last week. Over 150 graduating seniors were recognized for achieving the seal of biliteracy by mastering 2 languages by graduation. And then the following night, over 450 students in grades 9th through 11th were reclassified as fluent English proficient in a different ceremony. This is more than double the number from last year and tripled from other years. These are incredible achievements. Accomplishments such as this, being bilingual or receiving the reclassification, further helps set these students up for future success in whatever pathway they want to go on. So congratulations to these students, especially their teachers and our district team who helped put together such an amazing event. Enjoyed attending both of those. Also, this past weekend, I believe the Tulare-King County African American Recognition Celebration took place over the weekend. Very proud that we had 7 students awarded $1,000 scholarships, and over $26,000 in scholarships were awarded overall. So congratulations to them on this incredible achievement. Another outstanding event many of us had the opportunity to attend, recently hosted Special Olympics. Elementary, middle, and high schoolers and adult programs across Visalia competed in Special Olympics. We want to thank our families, students, and staff for their support and their participation. It is, it's not that late. And also thank you, Golden West, that hosted that event. I think that's the first time we've had that on a Visalia campus. So that was, I'm seeing confirmation over there. So it was wonderful to see that. Now I have to tell you, I've become fascinated by the El Diamante esports team. I'm an active follower of them on Twitter. And I see one of their staff members here tonight. This has just been a phenomenal group of kids here. The El Diamante varsity esports team competed in the Play Via versus Super Smash Brothers Ultimate League this spring against 135 high school teams, finished with an undefeated record. The Miners became the first high school team from Central California to win a state esports championship. The team consisting of Gabriel Woods, Uriel Sanchez, Daniel Labato will now go on to nationals to play for the Play versus Cup. I'm probably not using the right terms, but it has been, I've got to visit that classroom and just, several of these kids have already received scholarship offers for college. Simply outstanding. And I know many of our high schools have this. And so it's great to see, but just super shout out. It's been fun to follow their journey this year. Spotlight on our visual and performing arts. Crowley families enjoyed an afternoon filled with jazz, music, and tacos while enjoying the jazz band from the middle school. Thanks to Sarah Bazzoletti, who organized this event, hope to inspire and recruit students to join the band. And again, similar to what we saw at other schools, when our young students see the opportunities before them in middle school and high school, they're going to aspire to join those things. And so a great outreach there. Spotlight on our staff. We couldn't do this without all of our district teams. And so recently we had a need for some emergency support at one of our schools, and our painters were called out early in the morning before their normal shift to take care of something so that our students would not be able to see that. And just the spirit and the work ethic of these individuals commenting and saying, we don't mind at all. We had to do this for our kids. Their positive attitude's amazing, even though they had to come in early. And really, you could say that to all of our facilities and maintenance teams who just, whatever they need to do, pivot at the last minute if necessary, just to make sure our schools are safe and ready for kids to learn and teachers to teach. And so they appreciate them very much. At the district, we held our recent Leadership Institute with our principals and our district team, focused on a deep dive into our core beliefs and commitments and how this should be reflected in our leadership and what that means. Also held our classified advisory, made up of office paraprofessionals and campus safety officers. We had over 20 participants in that superintendent's advisory. We'll spotlight it next week, but I had my high school and elementary student advisories today, so that always makes my day when I get to meet with that group. Spotlight on our district here. You know, again, we've talked a lot about safety and just the ongoing work we have to do. We know this is an ever-changing world, and you know, we have to be prepared for any type of event, even though we certainly hope that it never happens. And I've talked a lot about the partnership we have with the Visalia Police Department, Fire Department, the city in general. And so there was an active shooter simulation drill conducted a week ago. Our entire cabinet team and other members of our district leadership team were invited out to be part of that event. And what that really allows us to do is kind of see what are people's roles in an event like that, right? Deeper understanding of how we can get out of the way of people that are there to render support and how we can support their work, right, as they're supporting our work. And it was just amazing to see these professionals in this simulation that, again, you know, we certainly hope we never have to experience in Visalia, but we know from the news and the media that these things, we don't know, as I say, when they might happen. We can't predict time and location, but what we can do is be prepared and know what we need to do when we to respond. And so I just, again, want to shout out our Visalia Police Department for inviting us to be part of this. Truly shows the partnership that we have. Huge shout out to this group of teachers. You know, we know that we have work to do in Visalia, and it's not because we don't have great educators. They are working very hard every day, but what we're doing isn't producing the results. And we can go down a path of blame. We can blame externally. What's other people's faults or this or that, right? A lot of those things aren't in our control. Or we can look inward and say, well, what can we do different? Maybe what can we do? What can we do together? Part of that's the professional learning community journey we're on. But recently, May 4th, all Math 1 teachers in Visalia Unified gathered to launch the 23-24 school year. Now, it's not even August yet. And this group of teachers came together to really engage in deconstructing the standards. Basically, what do our kids need to know? Addressing critical questions. What do they need to learn, and how are we going to know they learned it, and working together to develop that. That Math 1 is so foundational. This was our 8th and 9th grade Math 1 teachers. And so I'm excited to see this develop over the year, this group come together as a professional learning community. And I have no doubt when we see Math 1 data this time next year, it's going to be a totally different story because of the commitment of these teachers at getting better together. And so I just want to give a shout out to all of those teachers and the district support team helping to put that together for our kids. Also, spotlight on our district, we held Employee Appreciation Night at Rawhide Stadium. We had several hundred staff members there, and also a VUSD student performed the national anthem. And a couple of our employees of the year were able to throw out the first pitch. So unlike last year, it was not 115 degrees. So it was a very enjoyable night, and saw a lot of employees and their families, which I think was so neat when you get to see spouses and kids and all those other people, you know, really a family event. And so it was really enjoyable. Also continuing our college career readiness with VPI held a recognition to highlight our outstanding industry partners who devote their time to technical education, providing hands-on work-based learning opportunities. So many community members involved in this that several of us also had an opportunity to go to. We couldn't do this work without our community partners providing these opportunities for our kids. So thank you to Vicki and the team, and just all of those community volunteers that make that happen. One that I'm very excited about and thankful for our board's investment in this opportunity is the development of our strategic plan. So far, we have held 16 staff listening sessions, over 700 participants, We, this month, will be able to finish almost every single faculty. And I just appreciate, as busy as May is, as many things as are happening, these teachers and staff members are coming out so that their voice can be heard. I think we probably have well over 700 at this point, and we have many more in the next couple of weeks. From that point, we'll move on to students, to community, and we've also launched our online survey, which will be open. So we're starting to get lots of feedback and look forward to developing that, continuing over the fall, over the summer, early fall, and then starting to present back out what we heard, and then talking about what does that mean for the future of Visalia Unified as we build our strategic plan. We heard loud and clear from our community, we need a new website, we need to update. And so it's exciting when you begin to see some of these things start to come to fruition. So this summer, we're heading into the final stages of our website design. We have a go live date right now of July 31st, 2023. We want to make it accessible and easy to navigate for our community. We're basing a lot of design and content based on feedback that we've received. And this summer, we look forward to finalizing the website. And then there'll also be staff trained and then school-based teams trained as well, so we can work on making sure we're able to keep things up to date. There'll be an employee-facing piece of this that's internal, and then of course the external piece as well. So very excited about, got some early looks at some drawings of what that might look like. And I think it's going to be exciting, fresh, and a place where people will be able to find updated information. So excited to see that come to fruition. Social media, early childhood education celebrated, administrative professional days, and our High Five Friday at Valley Oak Middle School. Continuing, we have National Teacher Appreciation Week. And again, just how much our teachers mean to us. And we heard tonight, amazing stories and testimony of why they're in this profession and love what they do every single day. School Nutrition Employees Week, and then Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month were all recognized. And so finally, as you know, we are focused on finishing strong. We have our posters that are up around our campuses. I have done a message to all of our students for our teachers to show, talking about finishing strong. But we know kids are always going to listen to their peers as well. And so we've launched a series of messages that we've sent to school sites as well to show for peers to hear from their own peers. And so I think we're going to end tonight with the most recent Finish Strong message.
We are finishing the year strong, and we're going to ask some students why they do their best. How are you doing your best to finish the year strong?
I always do my best by persevering and by always listening to directions so that I never miss a step.
How are you doing your best each day?
I'm doing my best by putting my 100% in everything I do and just like listening and participating in everything I can.
How are you finishing the year strong by doing your best?
I'm trying to get good grades on the state test so I can finish strong.
How do you do your best every day?
I read and listen to my teacher.
Why do you give 100% on your assignments to finish the year strong?
Well, I just want to try my best to get good grades, be prepared for middle school, and so much more in life, jobs, anything like that.
Why do you do your best every day?
That way I can feel proud, and that way I can make my teacher feel better.
What does it mean to do your best?
By thinking positive and giving my 100%.
Why do you always do your best to finish strong?
I probably do my best to finish strong so that I can be ready and prepared for future years and for when I get a career and a job and a family, that I'm giving my full effort and finishing strong no matter what.
It is time to finish strong and do our best.
And Madam President, that concludes my report.
Is there any comments or questions from the board? All right, thank you, Mr. Strum. We're going to move on to 8.2, adoption of instructional materials, English language development. 1, Assistant Superintendent Mark Thompson.
Well, thank you. Good evening, Board President Gamoyan, Superintendent Strum, board members. Thank you for all still being here with us tonight. I know you came here just for this. I'm pretty excited about this tonight. So tonight, this is going to be an action item, just so you know right up front. So this will be an action item as we're looking to move quickly through this, so that way we can be well prepared for the beginning of next school year with this material in hand. Today, we are focusing on our ELD, English Language Development classes that we're focusing in on. Obviously, we start off with our core beliefs and commitments. This hits obviously number 1, achieve at high levels and demonstrate continuous growth, providing high quality learning experiences, allow all students to reach their fullest potential, equipping students and staff with educational tools necessary for achievement and growth. And I think in this, you're going to see that tonight, that we're actually equipping them with things that they need to really expand student learning in ELA for our English learners. So again, what we're always focusing on, we've been focusing on this, is our foundation, which is quality first instruction, looking to get students college and career ready, and investing and focusing in PLCs. So I wanted to talk a little bit, because we've actually gone down this journey. I started 2 years ago, actually, talking about EL curriculum. And the reason why, but we took a pause to look at kind of what our structure was, because you can just go and jump in and adopt a curriculum, but that doesn't always make the solution to everything. What we realized when we first started looking, and the team started looking at this, Mrs. Ordon Diaz and the team started looking, they realized we had a lot of different classes at every high school. They were labeled different things. So if you can see up there, we had things, academic assist, gateways, different things, and they were called different things, and we're utilizing different things. And so different curriculums, different pieces. So we wanted to first just acknowledge that. That's what we saw was our current reality. And that was the first thing that we felt like we need to adjust and we need to look into, so that way we have a consistency and a continuum of services working for our kiddos. So some of the areas of how we looked at this when we realized this was going on, actually a group of us, just down the street here, we have SOMA, which is a model district for EL learners in our state. And actually we went over there and did observations with them and kind of saw what they were doing in their classes each and every day in their newcomer program, but also looking at Lindsay, Fresno, Anaheim Unified, Sanger, as other districts that were doing newcomer and ELs well, and just trying to learn and grow from them. What we realized was this, is that we didn't really have a clean scope and sequence for our students and have clarity of what that looked like. Also with having entry and exit criteria. So that way it was very clear. So that was the first work that had to be done. And we'll share that work here next. So again, kind of sharing what those needs were. Different sites had different course names for designated ELD. Designated ELD, just so you know, is targeted ELD. It's a class specifically focusing on EL learners and providing them. The goal obviously is this, is they are tested and prepared. If we are all learning a different language, we not just listen, speaking, but also reading and writing. So it's all 4 components. It's not just one piece of those things, but all 4 of those together. So just realizing we didn't have that, no clear entry or exit criteria. Newcomer Academy is only at 1 site, so that limits the ability for students to get in and out. Newcomer Academy students are currently not mainstream throughout the day. So those are some of the challenges that we saw and areas that we felt we need to focus on and work through. So we came to this one. And I know you look at this like, whoa, there's a lot here. It is, but it actually is fairly simple to walk through. So when you look at that, obviously we have our EL student to the left there. And what we had to identify first, and what we realized as we were working with teachers and kind of talking through, is there wasn't even clarity for, there's different EL students and groupings. So there's an EL student that is a newcomer. A newcomer is a student that's a year or 2, up to 3 years, that's new to our to the United States or to our educational system. If you look at the top, that's really that starting point there, is focusing on newcomers. And if you look at the bottom in the blue area, you see what we call LTELs. LTEL stands for long-term English learners. These are students that maybe have been in our system or been in the state system, being, United States system of education for a while, but we're not seeing the growth that we need to see in them for them to exit out of the program. So why we feel this is a very important delineation is because how you service and work with students differs on if they're brand new to the language, or if they have had access to the language and maybe are having difficulties mastering that and being able to be successful. So that's what this is. As we're targeting in today, as you see 23-24 on the top there, ELD1, we were really looking at our newcomer program and these students that are coming in and looking at curriculum that really targets in on the skills they need to be successful, a very research-based targeted approach. So it's important for us to build connections, build relationships, make sure they feel safe in their classrooms, make sure they're connected to their school site. But also it's important for us to use research-based strategies, techniques, and curriculum to prepare them with listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And so that's what we're going to bring to you tonight. So you look at that top piece, and that is that continuum of ELD1. And you might ask the question, well, if I'm starting new, how do I get out of ELD1? How do I get out of the green section? And then if you look at the blue section is how do you continue to grow and develop? So there is now criteria set there that we use through our LPAC. Which is our EL testing, and also through iReady, and we're looking at a student that reads at a grade level of 3rd grade. At that, to then move down to the blue section, which is where our LTELs and where we're doing the continuous growth model there. The good part about this is every year students are assessed and they're looked at and then they're placed appropriately. And that was a big piece in this because we want to make sure students don't just get stuck in a system, and that they're getting targeted support and work as they move through. So again, the top one there is really our newcomer support across. The bottom one is for students that are maybe struggling with the language, but are progressing and moving forward, and how do we continue to move them on their journey. So a timeline for adoption, and you're going to see here is it says 21 on it. And again, why we slowed down on this process was because we realized a curriculum wasn't going to solve our issue first. We had to get organized, we had to get systematic, and we had to create criteria so we knew what students should be going in, what students need to come out, and so that we're progressing them along the way. And so if you see here, that's why that happened. But that work that we did at that time, when we were using in the programs that we're talking about, the curriculum we're talking about, we were piloting and using that in these classes to see if that was that it would create a successful model. Also, we had feedback groups. Again, we started the feedback groups talking about curriculum, and we quickly found out it wasn't just about curriculum. It was actually our structure that we needed to create and adjust. And that's why we targeted in on those 2-pronged system and really creating entry and exit criteria. So that way we have more clarity and making sure we're moving our students through the programs and making sure that they have what they need. So what we got to was this ELD materials that we reviewed. So again, I will share with you, we obviously looked at the frameworks, looked at a CDE website. The EL roadmap was a huge piece. And as you guys are aware, we've done an EL Rise component for the last couple of years, district-wide, working on that. And also just working with the consultants there, supporting us, as that is a team that is really focused on serving ELs throughout the state. And that was a very important piece there. Again, going to Selma, that was a huge help to see their newcomer program. They have a model program there that we got to learn and grow and talk to the teachers there and see the kids and how they were thriving in that capacity. And then also, if you're familiar with this work, but Dr. Kate Kinsella has done a lot of work in this area, and she's been foundational in this for many, many years in our area. So kind of looking at those things, and we reviewed a variety of different components here, as you can see to the right here, looking at those materials. Our recommendation at this time is that we are looking at 3 items. And you might say, well, why, Mark, 3 items, right? And so just wanted to share a little bit. So we have English 3D, Read 180, and Systems 44. And again, the reason why we have 3 is because each of our learners have some different needs, and we need to target in on their specific needs. So English 3D is really targeted on language. And so they have a language launch component that we really target in on language, which is the speaking and the writing piece of it. Read 180 is actually a program, a curriculum for struggling readers. It's actually a guided reading model that's very scripted, very focused, that provides students with research-based strategies for small group instruction that the teacher is tailored. They're trained on how they run that classroom as it is in small group sections and gives them that time. And then Systems 44 brings in the explicit instruction for phonics, reading comprehension, writing for the most challenging readers. So again, each of them have a different component that is brought in here. And that's why it's so important that the teachers have access to each of these so that way they can tailor it to their students' needs. The nice part about this is a very research-based. We've seen it in several other districts. This is something very consistent throughout our area and also in past states. I know Mr. Shrum and myself have also worked with this program in other districts. We did not know the team was working on the adoption, but we've seen it's very research-based, very consistent, and gives the teachers the tools they need to really target in and really help the students. This is looking for a 3-year adoption with the teacher resources, digital resources, consumables, digital things, professional learning. And so that's kind of the pieces of that. And again, I will stay here and wait. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, but this is an action item tonight as we would like to get this moving forward so that way we can have it ready to go for the beginning of the school year.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Is there any public comment? Any board comment or questions? Do I have a motion to adopt the curriculum?
I'm ready to make a motion that we adopt this program. It's tremendous.
I'll second.
Okay, on a motion by Mr. Belt, second by Ms. Casper-Soleno. All in favor?
Student Board Representative votes yes, and motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Item 9, general public comment. General public comment on any school-related topic may be heard at this time. The board asks that the public comment on any item listed on tonight's agenda be addressed at the time the item comes up for discussion by the board. To comply with the Brown Act, California's open public meeting law, board discussion is limited to items on the agenda. Therefore, when receiving public comment for items not on the agenda, the board's role is limited to receiving such comment, and the board may not engage in dialogue with the public. The board thanks the public for its participation in public comment and understanding of the board's responsibility. Pursuant board policy, the board will limit individual comments to no more than 3 minutes and individual topics to 30 minutes. It is recommended you begin your comment by stating your name. Ivan Rodriguez.
Hello, board. My name is Ivan Rodriguez. I'm a product of Visalia Unified School District. I raised my kids. You helped me raise my kids to the district, so I thank you. I am the program director for Visalia Youth Services, and this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and so I wanted to come in, and I haven't done this ever, and thought it was long overdue. Get to meet you and invite you. Some of you already know, Ben, Randy, Trump, Kirk. I want to invite you May 24th, 12 to 5, Visalia Youth Services, 711 North Court Street. And it's Visalia's Children's Mental Health Program. And I really pride ourselves on trying to make sure that we're serving our community to the best of our ability, primarily because we're members of the community and the very schools we serve are where my kids went to school. We had a reminder this past weekend about mental health impact. It's not just, when I talk mental health, I'm not referring to chronic serious mental illness. We're all affected by it in so many different ways. We had a loss in the Mount Whitney community and was out there yesterday and today, happened to coach there, happened to be a academic advisor for the Academy of Health Science. And so again, just wanted to make sure that I was here, give you a reminder. Ms. Gamoyan, you've been on my mind for months because you made a comment about a year ago, I want to say, about how you wanted therapists, MFTs, you said, at every campus. And I was watching this online, and I wanted to be here at the time to tell you, with Visalia Youth Services, we have those therapists, and we've been trying to serve the community, our schools here for over 30 years now. And so one of the challenges that's looming for us is to try to make sure that we continue to serve our district even better. And so the last few weeks I've been on this mission to connect with different resources. And today I know we're gonna connect here after this with Brandon because the goal for me is to how can I help influence the delivery of services, of mental health services, even better than we've had in the past, given the challenges that we've all been experiencing. So that's what I'm here for today. I hope to dialogue with you somewhere down the line. Hope to see you all at the open house. We're gonna have tacos. So I hope to see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Crystal Reynolds.
The longer walk today. Good evening, Board, Superintendent Shrum, and President Gamoyan. My name is Crystal Reynolds, and I am the mother of 3 with 1 child in the district. First, I would like to compliment the district on the new diligent community system that has been on the district website. I have to be honest, it's pretty fantastic. I really enjoy it. I found that navigating this as a new user was very easy. Whether I used my laptop or my phone, it was very easy to navigate. The hyperlinks is a huge plus. You don't have to go searching for pages. So, and then having the videos on there was great. So kudos for that. That's going great for the community and super easy for navigating. So it's been very helpful. Thank you. On a different topic, I had a parent reach out to me this week with a concern coming from her teen who is a student of the USD. The student is feeling very uncomfortable with the current situation occurring on campus, which may be infringing upon his or her privacy rights. I am aware of Board Policy 5145.3, letter H, I guess, regarding the harassments or non-discrimination and harassment of transgender and non-conforming gender students when it comes to use of segregated facilities. I do have some questions on this policy, in particular clause number 4. I just want to make sure that I am accurately interpreting the policy as it's reading to me. I also want to make sure that parents, students, and educators know, no matter how they choose or not choose to identify, are fully understanding their rights when it comes to balancing inclusion and privacy rights of the students. And last, I'm hoping to seek some clarity with someone that might be well-versed on California Ed Code. It's 51932, letter B. My understanding is that parents are currently able to opt out of comprehensive sex education and HIV prevention. However, as stated in education in that code, I gave you 51932, letter B, the opt-out provision of the California Healthy Young Act does not apply to instruction or materials outside the context of sex education, including those that may reference gender identity, sexual orientation, discrimination, bullying, relationships, or family. I do have some questions on this and I would like to clarify. So if you have somebody that can connect with me, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's move on to the consent agenda. Was there any board member that would like to pull any consent item? Oh, let's entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Move to accept. I'll second.
Okay, who was first? Oh, on a motion by Dr. Otto, on a second by Dr. Villegas, all in favor?
Student Board Representative votes yes, and motion passes unanimously.
Okay, here comes the best part of the board meeting. Our student representative report, Mr. Tawanda Charamuka.
Thank you, Board President. It's always great to be here. All right, at El Diamante High School, they will be celebrating the visual and performing arts students at an assembly on Thursday. On April 28th, we named the 2023 Minor of the Year, Jasper Malone, at our Minor Expo rally. At El Diamante, we're hosting a Powerpuff flag football game this Friday. At Golden West, they're making preparations for its spring sports rally. This week will be filled with fun Barbie themed activities for the Barbie rally this Friday. Multiple athletic senior nights are being held this week and last week, all of which are well attended in order to support our students and athletes for their great accomplishments on the field over the years. Special Olympics was a very well supported event with members not just from Golden West, but all high schools coming together to help support and run the event. We would like to give, Golden West would like to give a special announcement and all of our support to freshman Mateo Sanchez for his incredible performance in dive, and a special congratulations for making it to the state dive championships. At Mount Whitney High School, they held their spring rally on Friday, May 5th. They celebrated spring sports and pioneer partners and their Special Olympics team for their accomplishments this semester. Mount Whitney held their annual cultural lunch on May 5th. Clubs hosted various food vendors and celebrated with cuisines from around the world and a live band. Their Valpa rally will be held on Friday, May 12th. It will feature performances from band, choir, elevate, and drama. Mount Whitney High School will be hosting the VUSD prom on Saturday, May 13th. VUSD students will unmax the night at the Visalia Convention Center on Saturday from 8 to 11 p.m. At Redwood, the Smash Bros. CIF playoffs has been an intense battle for the Redwoods esports team. They made it to the top 8 in California and played in the quarterfinals on May 5th, the 2nd. Redwood ASB hosted their ASB elections last week and have selected a new executive board for the 2023 to 2024 school year. Congratulations to ASB President Isaac Nelson and Vice President Riley Yeagle. The Redwood Visual and Performing Arts Department held their annual Vapor Assembly last Tuesday and highlighted all their talented students in front of the whole student body. Redwood had a battle week and hosted a rally Friday. Seniors and freshmen took the win, and Rangers had a great participation of new students who aren't always getting involved. At Sequoia High School, students were able to charter their own bus for a graduation trip to Disneyland, with 35 students attending and 27 of them for the first time. The Sequoia softball team went undefeated this year and will now be playing in a league championship tournament. And Sequoia High School had several students for the first ever EL reclassification ceremony. BCIS is celebrating Teacher Appreciation Week this week with totally awesome gift bags, treats, and other tokens of our appreciation for our amazing teachers and all staff. BCIS hosted its annual Students of the Year award ceremony and scholarship night on May 1st at the El Diamante Theater. VCIS Counseling Department is recognizing Mental Health Week at VCIS this week. Students and staff are wearing neon to help shine a light on mental awareness, along with lunchtime boots, Tuesday and Wednesday, and an after-school game on Thursday. VCIS has been working on VUSD prom decorations and organizing events for Teacher Appreciation Week. At VTech, they are hosting their VTech FFA banquet award ceremony tonight, which began at 5:45 p.m. Their students at VTech honored their teachers with thank you notes for being so awesome. Our scholarship foundation had daily treats and meals for them this week. Last week, their Spanish club celebrated Cinco de Mayo with many great activities for our students and an amazing dancing routine. Our seniors are preparing for Senior Week, which begins on May 15th, 2023, where their ASB has been planning engaging lunchtime activities. And that's all I have today.
Thank you so much. Dr. Villegas.
Thank you, President Gamoyan. Was able to attend a few events the last couple of weeks. I was at Redwood High School last Friday for the cultural event, the Cinco de Mayo event. We had community partners tabling. We had students and teachers dancing and live music. It was a great time celebrating art, culture, of course, Cinco de Mayo and the Battle of Puebla. So major thanks and shout out to Ambar Rodriguez and the advisors and students from the Redwood Latinx Club for putting together just a phenomenal event. I look forward to seeing what they do next. I was also able to visit Divisadero Middle School with Board Member Naylor and President Gamoyan, where we saw some fantastic learning in action and leadership in action from Principal Marroquin and all of his staff. So major shout out to all of them. Was able to visit the Special Olympics held at Grapetti Stadium, where we saw tons of families, staff from all across the district and here in the county gathering for just a really amazing event. So great to see students engaged, families who often don't have that in the regular school year. And so I look forward to seeing what else we can do moving forward to help support our students and our families, whether that's looking at, adaptive playground equipment or even adaptive sports seasons. I know there's tons of great stuff going on in the community, and I would love for us to continue in those efforts. And finally, I just wanted to take a brief moment to congratulate Brandon Gridiron. Is he here in the room? Who just defended his dissertation and is now Dr. Gridiron. So if we could give him a hand. Yes. Congratulations. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Dr. Odo.
Yeah, relatively light couple weeks. Visited Sequoia High School with Board Member Casper Soleno a couple weeks ago. Thanks to Mr. Reyes, Principal Reyes, for his hospitality. Great to see that facility, which is commensurate with the needs, interests, and what the kids there deserve. Sequoia High School is a place where kids, for many times reasons beyond their control, fall behind on credits, and they receive academic support there and also personal support to get back on track and to get to the diploma on time. Sequoia is a great place, and they're doing good work there. Also attended a couple of the celebrations around language. One of the Seal of Biliteracy celebrations last week, which was great to see that we're encouraging kids to become bilingual and finding a number of different pathways for them to become bilingual. And attended two of the English learner reclassification ceremonies. So small start there. It's a good thing to see that we're doing that kind of recognition publicly. I wish we would have done it for years and years and years, because it's worthy of that. When you stop and think about kids who come to our schools, learn a language, and also, by the way, learn content virtually simultaneously, as we saw in the previous presentation there, that's a big darn deal. And kids that are successful at that are great students. And we know, data shows us that as a subset, kids who are reclassified are the highest performing academic kids in the district. So if you want to look at subsets, look at that one. It's a great thing to see that kids working hard really do good things amid tough situations, and they succeed magnificently. So great to see those ceremonies in place. That's it.
Thank you. Board Member Naylor.
I'm not going to talk about biliteracy because you did a great job, Dr. Odo. And I also attended along with Board Member Gamoyan and Superintendent Schrum, and it was a great celebration. I want to give a shout out to Claudia Ardon for doing such a great job. It was a nice evening. The Folklorico group performed, which was nice. It was just it was an amazing night. So thank you. I had the opportunity to also visit Crowley with Superintendent Schrum, and it's kind of the hidden jewel. I've never been to that school. And so it was nice to, the principal there gave us a nice tour, great hospitality, great learning going on. We went into a classroom, they were doing Jeopardy with the kids, preparing for the upcoming test. and they were in groups, and it was so nice to see that kind of active involvement in their learning, and they were excited about it. Also went to Visalia with Board Member Villegas and also Board Member Gamoyen with Mr. Strum, and they did a great job. We got there around noon, and they were exiting out of the cafeteria. It's like, okay, let's stand back because here they come. But you know what? They went straight to class without a hiccup. So Principal American did a great job there. I also just want to, one more time, give a congratulations to all of our employees of the year. Just appreciate their commitment to education. They did a great job. And also to our students that got the student award recipients tonight. It takes a lot of hard work and to get to that point, and all their parents and the staff and the teachers that support them. I just really appreciate it. And just want to reach out. This is Teacher Appreciation Week, and thank you so much to all of our teachers for all the hard work that you do on a daily basis, educating our students. It does not go unnoticed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Board Member Casper-Soleno.
Ditto to what Ms. Naylor said, no report.
Board Member Belt.
I also want to thank Mr. Thompson and all of your staff for presenting and pushing through this new program with ELD. And I know as well, we've been working very diligently with the new math coordinating, and behind the scenes, there's so many other things that are happening. Thank you, all of you. You're working on everything from safety to curriculum, culture, and moving forward, which is our #1 reason we're here, to see that our students do the best they possibly can, and making good strides. You mentioned many things that I also attended. I won't go through all of them, but I do want to highlight the last night, the FFA at El Diamante. I had no idea that nearly 500 students are involved with FFA and our ag academies there. It was, I've never seen anything like it. My experience of FFA, we're a pretty small group of those denim jackets with the embroidery on it. And they not only are developing future leaders, but they're developing students to be lifelong learners. And we got a good taste of that, both because of nice banquet, but also of what they were demonstrating and how they do it. So it was absolutely phenomenal, well worth seeing. And I know we I have on my calendar, you all do. NCAA has March Madness, we have May Madness of every kind of event and opportunity to really celebrate. And you know, the principal, Kim mentioned that last night. This is a great time of year because we celebrate what's happening with all of our students. And so it's not just tiring going, oh no, I have one more thing on my calendar. It's a celebration after celebration. And so we don't want to lose sight of that just because we run out of energy. I am really excited to see that our strategic plan is rolling out further with getting input from everyone possible with the new surveys that came out today. The development of that probably is not going to be fast enough for people. I'm hearing that as well, but it will be well worth it because it's going to be thoroughly done over the next few months. And the last thing I want to share is something that I picked up last week. I also, crazily, I am attending open houses and they see me there and they go, why are you here? You don't have any kids here. Yeah, I do. All these kids, all of them. And so I've attended 2 open houses. I have 2 more planned because I just want to be there to support parents and students and all of our staff. But I picked up something last week in this governance class that, being the newbie here, I'm having to take, and I'll share it right now. We've talked a lot about data, and we've talked a lot about making that be kind of our drive. But I'd rather replace those 2 words with be data informed, people driven.
Thank you. Board Member Gaby.
Yeah, so definitely ditto kind of the congrats to teachers. I've had the opportunity to be in Ms. DeLeon and Ms. Townsend's rooms and multiple times, and they are so student-centered. I mean, what they go out of their way for our kids every day, and definitely deserving. And also kind of on that idea of how teachers are so influential in preparing our kids. Right now, we're in state testing, we're in AP testing, all of that. And sometimes, you know, it gets this kind of idea that we're testing our kids too much, or that testing is somehow so harsh on them. But I'm telling you, with the right teachers, I know my high schooler walked out today taking an AP Lang test, and she was like, no, I got this. My teacher prepared me. And she felt confident. And to see that, just the confidence our teachers can instill in kids. And my other ones are taking state testing right now in 6th grade, and they're not stressed. They're excited about it. They want to show how much they've learned. And that's all because of our teachers kind of instilling that confidence in them, and the school culture that does that. So thank you to our teachers and admin and staff.
Yes. First of all, Mr. Marqueen, the principal at Visalia, gave us all a gift, a book called The Talk, Conversations About Race, Love, and Truth. And I didn't get you one, but since you're on our board, I'll give this one. I'll get another. Can I pass that down to? And yes, Teacher Appreciation Week. I thank you all. Teaching is like the most wonderful job in the world. So thank you for all your hard work. I've been out and about quite a bit at different schools. And what I see is that our principals are embracing a growth mindset. They're blossoming, they're mentoring, and they're coaching, and they are becoming the instructional leaders on our campus. And that just amazes me as I walk around. And I just want to give a shout out to our area supervisors who have really worked hard coaching and mentoring our principals. I want to say thank you. I see a huge difference. So I just want to thank you for that. And that's my report, Mr. Shrum.
Thank you, President Gamoyan and board. Also want to echo our teacher appreciation, and hope they all feel valued and appreciated. Again, you know, we know this job isn't easy, but as we saw tonight, when it's your passion, great things can happen. And so shout out to all of those teachers and all of our teachers for teacher appreciation. Also want to thank this board for the evaluation, acknowledgement of the work that we've done this year, but also acknowledging the work that we have ahead. And so I'm excited about doing that and committed to that here with you in Visalia. And also May is a busy month. We have prom, we have Finish Strong, we have all of those things happening. And so we want to make sure that all of our students are safe, make good choices, think carefully, and be safe in May, enjoy it. Can't wait to see our students walk across the stage here in just a few weeks. And also want to let our Mount Whitney family know our thoughts are with them with the loss on their campus as well. Exciting event tomorrow. We will be signing an additional MOU with Fresno State for the guaranteed admissions. And so we're excited to join a few other districts in our area to do that. Again, just continuing this commitment to make sure that our students know there are pathways available to them and support available for them as well to continue their career or to continue their journey, whether that's career or college, because we know we have a lot more kids that are capable of going to four-year colleges and than we see right now. And so we want to make sure we continue to build those pathways. And so that concludes my report.
Thank you. 14.1 recommended expulsions. Do I have a motion? Motion?
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Board Member Naylor, second by Board Member Casper-Soleno. All in favor?
Student board member abstains, and motion passes unanimously.
Item 14.2, recommended suspended expulsion.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
On a motion by Board Member Casper-Soleno, second by Board Member Villegas. All in favor?
Student board member abstains, and motion passes unanimously.
Okay, we have item 15.1, collective bargaining agreement between Visalia Unified School District and Visalia Unified Teachers Association for the 2023-24 school year. I'd like to open a public hearing. Mr. Dillon.
Good evening, Board President Gamoyan, Superintendent Shrum, members of the board, and folks here late. I am excited to share with you that our VUTA and VUSD bargaining teams reached a tentative agreement on April 28th for a collective bargaining agreement that will span a new 3-year contract from July 2023 through June 2026. Just first of all, I want to say just how exciting that is and how much that helps us having that happening right now in May going forward and preparing for the school year coming up. Also, I want to let you know that VUTA and bargaining unit members voted on the tentative agreement. Recently, that closed out yesterday, and Mr. Price informed me that it passed unanimously with a record 98.4% percent of the vote. So that's great news. I also want to just take quickly a moment to thank our bargaining team members from both VUTA and VUSD, Mark Thompson, Nathan Hernandez, Adolfo Reyes, Lisa Majerian, Michael Lambert, Megan Macy, and then Patrick Hemphill, the lead negotiator for VUTA, Liz Forsyth, Steve Gonzalez, Deborah Chapman, Alana Griffith, Cindy Jacobson, Lisa Edelheit, and Greg Price. And also too, I want to extend a special thanks to all of you as our board members, Superintendent Schrum, for providing us with clarity and support to help guide us in that negotiation process. And I guess before I make a recommendation to the board, I really want to extend a special thank you to Greg. This has been my first year in the role. You've been a great partner, and we've pushed on each other and worked through things in and out of that room, and appreciate just the ongoing, good faith efforts to negotiate, to do what's right for not only our teachers, but for our kids. So appreciate that from you. So I would ask at this time and recommend that the board approve the collective bargaining agreement that we bring forward to you.
Good. Would anyone like to provide public comment on the collective bargaining agreement between VUSD and VUTA for the 23-24 school year? Mr. Price.
Greg Price, the president of VUTA. I just want to come before the board. Thank you for the work, for getting a deal done in, I'm going to call it record time. I'm on a personal note, I appreciate having a summer back. That's been good. We bargained through the summer for 3 straight years, and for all the bargaining team members who took their time, I appreciate that. Ben, I appreciate your leadership on the district side. It's been a very collaborative bargaining session that we've had. People may not realize that we bargain all year. We started in September, and we've probably had 15 to 20 sessions talking about a variety of issues. So I want to thank everybody for my team, the district team, and particularly Mr. Schrum, thank you. We got it across the finish line. As Ben said, in record time, and also a record percentage vote. And just so you know, we had nearly 900 teachers vote, which is also, I believe, a record. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I will now close the public hearing. Board members, may I have a motion to adopt and approve the collective bargaining agreement between Visalia Unified School District and Visalia Unified Teachers Association and the certified salary schedule for the fiscal year of 2023-24, effective July 1st, 2023.
All motion.
I'll second.
Okay, a motion by Mr. Villegas or Dr. Villegas and a second by board member Gaby. All in favor?
Student board representative votes yes, and motion passes unanimously.
I'm sorry.
Hey, that's a good one.
And I did forget to ask, is there any board member comments? A cheer, that was good. Anything else? Okay, we're very appreciative as the board. Thank you. Item 15.2, public hearing, California School Employees Association, Chapter 83, initial proposal for 2023-24 classified negotiations. I'm going to open a public hearing, and CSEA President Crystal Lopez.
Thank you. Good evening, board members and Superintendent Schrum. I am Crystal Lopez, the CSEA president for our Chapter 83. The following constitutes as CSEA's initial bargaining proposal. Article 10 are health and welfare benefits. The district shall provide the full increased cost of the current health and welfare benefits for all eligible employees and their dependents. Article 13, salaries. CSEA seeks a fair and equitable salary increase to our current 22-23 classified salary schedule. Article 15, leaves. CSEA proposes to update, change, or amend language related to leaves, and all other articles to remain status quo. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any public comment? Any board comment or questions? I'll close the public hearing. I will now, is there any board member that will make a motion to acknowledge receipt of the California School Employees Association Chapter 83 initial proposal for 2023-2024 classified negotiations?
All motion.
Okay. And,
Second.
Okay. On a motion by Board Member Naylor, a second by Dr. Odo, all in favor? Mine's not working. There we go.
Student Board Representative votes yes, and motion passes unanimously.
Item 15.3, public hearing, Visalia Unified School District interest initial proposal for 2023-2024 classified negotiations, second read. I will now open a public hearing. Mr. Ben Dillon.
Good evening, Board President Goyen, members of the board, Superintendent Shrum, Ben Dillon, Assistant Superintendent for HRD, and wanted to bring back to you again the initial proposal that we brought to you back 2 weeks ago. Again, this evening, as you know, this is an action item, so I would request that the board approve what we have here to bring forward to you. I'm not going to read the whole thing again. It is available obviously for your review, but I will just clarify, in addition to what Ms. Lopez shared, the district does intend to move forward with opening Article 9, hours and overtime, in addition to the articles that the CSEA bargaining team has suggested. Also, both parties have an interest in opening mutually agreed upon articles for the purpose of including them in the collective bargaining agreement. For example, the MOU that we have around the Juneteenth holiday. So I do want to say, just again, truly appreciate our bargaining unit members and look forward to good faith negotiations going forward here in the coming weeks.
Is there any public comment? Any board comment, questions? I will now close the public hearing. Board member, may I have a motion to approve the Visalia Unified School District interest initial proposal for 2023-2024 classified negotiations?
So moved.
Okay, on a motion by Board Member Belt, second by Board Member Naylor. Oh, come on. There we go.
Student Board Representative votes yes, and motion passes unanimously.
Okay, here's to not having to spend your whole summer. 15.4, final resolution to eliminate classified services for the 2023-2024 school year. Mr. Dillon.
I was just going to move my chair over here, if that's right. No, this is the last one. So good evening again. Would like to bring forward to the board final resolution. If you recall, we brought forward the initial information on this back to you in May. And as we've shared before, all these positions that we are including are worked through, and we talked through that with CSEA as well. So specifically, we'd ask that the board authorize the district to provide final notice to these affected employees. And as a reminder, these eliminations are a result of a lack of work or a lack of funds.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a motion to accept the resolution?
A motion.
I'll second.
On a motion by Board Member Casper Soleno, second by Dr. Villegas, all in favor?
Student Board Representative votes yes, and motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you. 15.5, Board Policy Revision, Adoption, Deletions, first read, Superintendent Shrum.
Thank you, President Gamoyan, board members. This is just the first read for our policies that we periodically review and update. Most of these policy updates correspond with CSBA recommendations. stemming from new laws or bills that have become effective in California. So updating language and striking language that is no longer valid. And so again, this is a first read. They'll come back on consent agenda at the next board meeting.
Board member questions, comments? Okay. Well, I'd like to adjourn this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.